So there are three main reasons why the government wants to relocate civil servants. The first is to give talented people who may not want to live or work in London the opportunity to contribute to the civil service, bringing their diversity of thought into the way the civil service works. Secondly, is to change the way that policy is made, exposing policymakers to different realities and different external stakeholders in different parts of the country. And the third, which we're a little more sceptical about, is to level up deprived areas, so bring public sector jobs there to boost the local economy and also increase pride in place. There's a long history of the government trying to move civil service jobs out of London. The Fulton Report, all the way back into the 1960s, recommended it, as did the Lyons Review in 2004 and the Smith Review in 2010. I think it's worth noting that almost 80% of civil servants are already outside London, so actually what's new about this current process is that they're trying to move policy and senior civil servants outside of London. Both of those groups are disproportionately based in the capital. The Darlington Economic Campus is the government's flagship campus for civil service relocation. It's comprised of 9 departments or public bodies, including the Treasury, which is the campus's headline department, if you like, and the Department for Education, which had 700 staff already based in Darlington before the rest of the departments moved up to join them in 2021. So our report looks at the Darlington Economic Campus. It looks at its successes so far, evaluates the risks to that early success, and also looks at broader lessons and recommendations that can be drawn out for current and future civil service relocations. The report argues that so far the Darlington Economic Campus has been broadly successful in achieving the government's main intended aims for relocation. It has given talented people who don't want to live or work in London the opportunity to contribute more effectively to the civil service, and it has changed the way that policy is made, even if it is very difficult often to tell exactly what is the determining factor in policy discussions. And it has increased local pride, in particular in Darlington. We're a bit more sceptical of the economic boost, although it is definitely present in Darlington itself. There's little spillover effect to the surrounding regions. Ministers and civil servants need to remain passionate about the project of relocation. They need to stay committed to civil service relocation, including by continuing to visit campuses. That's particularly important on the ministerial side, to ensure the kind of external perception of the campus in the community remains high, that it attracts people, that it's clear that it's a place where decision makers reside. And for senior civil servants, it's important because people at the campus need to understand or need to see that there are career paths for them at the campus and that they will be able to reach the top of the civil service if they stay in Darlington. It's also important that the civil service continues to recruit well externally from the surrounding area. This is something that so far has been successful, although there are substantial problems with the way that the civil service recruits externally more generally, which might rear their head. We recommend in the paper that in the absence of major civil service-wide change in the way that recruitment is done, that the Economic Campus has the ability to experiment with different models of recruitment so it can sustain its 1,400-person office in the long term.